1 Chronicles 3, the family of David. These are the sons that David had while he lived at Hebron. His firstborn was Amnon by Ahinoam of Jezreel. Second, Daniel by Abigail of Carmel. Third, Absalom, born of Maacah, daughter of Talmai, king of Geshur. Fourth, Adoniah, born of Haggith. Fifth, Shephatiah, born of Abital. Sixth, Iriam, born of his wife Eglah. He had these 6 sons while he was in Hebron. He was king there for 7 years and 6 months. He went on to be king in Jerusalem for another 33 years. These are the sons that he had in Jerusalem. First, Shemuah, then Shobab, Nathan, and Solomon. Bathsheba, daughter of Amiel, was the mother of these 4. And then there were another 9 sons: Ibhar, Elishua, Eliphalet, Noga, Naphig, Japhia, Elishama, Eliada, Eliphatit, David's sons, plus Tamar, their sister. There were other sons by his concubines. In the next generation, Solomon had Rehoboam, who had Abiah, who had Asa, who had Jehoshaphat, who had Jehoram, who had Ahijah, who had Joash, who had Amaziah, who had Azariah, who had Jotham, who had Ahaz, who had Hezekiah, who had Manasseh, who had Amon, who had Josiah. Josiah's firstborn was Johanan, followed by Jehoiakim, then Zedekiah, and finally Shalem. Jehoiakim's sons were Jeconiah, or Jehoiakim, and Zedekiah. The sons of Jehoiakim born while he was captive in Babylon were Shealtiel, Malchiram, Pedaiah, Shenazar, Jechemiah, Hoshema, and Nadabiah. Pedaiah had Zerubbabel and Shimei. Zerubbabel had Meshullam and Hananiah. Shelomith was their sister, and then 5 more: Heshubah, Oel, Berechiah, Hasadiah, and Jushabed Hesed. Hananiah's sons were Pelatiah and Jeshiah. There were also sons of Rephaiah, sons of Ammon, sons of Obadiah, and sons of Shechaniah. Shechaniah had Shemaiah, who was in his turn had Hattush, Igal, Bariah, Neriah, and Shaphat, 6 of them. Neriah had 3 sons: Elionai, Hizkiah, and Azrikam. And Elianiah had 7 sons: Hodaviah, Eliasahib, Peliah, Akub, Jonathan, Delilah, and Anani. Chapter 4, 1 Chronicles, an appendix to the family of Judah. Sons of Judah: Perez, Hezron, Carmi, Hur, Shobal. Reiah, Shobal's son, had Jahath, and Jahath had Ahumai and Laed. These are made up the families of the Zorathites. Sons of Adam: Jezreel, Ishma, and Idbash. Their sister's name was Hazelelaponi. Penuel had Gedor, and Azor had Husha. These were the sons of Hur, firstborn son of Ephrathah, who was the father of Bethlehem. Ashur, the father of Tekoa, had 2 wives, Hala and Nera. Nera gave birth to Ahuziam, Hafer, and Tamani, and Heshashtari. Nera's children, Hala's sons, were Zerah, Zohar, Ethan, and Kaz, who had Anab, Hazobibah, and the families of Aharalel, son of Haram. Jabez was a better man than his brothers, a man of honor. His mother had named him Jabez, which means, oh, the pain, saying, a painful birth. I bore him in great pain. Jabez prayed to the God of Israel, bless me, oh, bless me. Give me land, large tracts of land, and provide your personal protection. Don't let evil hurt me. God gave him what he asked. Amen. Caleb, Shuah's brother, had Mahir. Mahir had Eshton. Eshton had Beth Rapha, Paseah, and Taaniah, who founded Ir Nahash, which was a city of smiths. These were known as the men of Rekah. The sons of Chemez, Othniel and Seraiah. The sons of Othniel were Hathith and Maanothai. Maanothai had Ophrah. Sarai had Joab, the founder of Gay Hasharim, which was the colony of artisans. The sons of Caleb, son of Jephunneh, were Eru, Elah, and Naim. The sons of Elah were Kenaz. The sons of Jaelel were Ziphah, Tiria, and Asarel. The sons of Ezra were Jether, Mered, Ephra, and Jalon. One of Mered's wives, Pharaoh's daughter, Bithiah, gave birth to Miriam, Shammai, and Ishba, the father of Eshtemoa. His Judean wife gave birth to Jared, father of Gedor, Heber, father of Soko, and Jechthuliel, father of Zenoah. The sons of Hodiah's wife, Naam's sister, the father of Kaliah the Garmite, and Eshtemoa the Maachathite. The sons of Shimon, Amnon, Rina, Ben-Hanan, and Tylon. The sons of Ishi were Zoeth and Ben-Zoeth. The sons of Shelah, sons of Judah, were the father of Leka, Leda, the father of Marashah, and the family of linen workers at Beth Asheba, Jocham, the men of Kozeba, and Joash and Seraph, who ruled in Moab, and Jeshubi-Leam. These records are from very old traditions. They were the potters who lived at Nadiam and Gedera, resident potters who worked for the king. The family of Simeon. The Simeon family tree: Nemuel, Jamin, Shereb, Zerah, and Shaul. Shaul had Shalem. Shalem had Mibsam. And Mibsam had Mishma. The sons of Mishma: Hamuel had Zakur, and Zakur had Shimei. Shimei had 16 sons and 6 daughters, but his brothers were not nearly as prolific and never became a large family like Judah. They lived in Beersheba, Moadah, Hazer, Shaul, Bilhah, Ezem, Tolad, Bethuel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Markaboth, Hazer, Susim, Ben-Beri, and Sherim. They lived in these towns until David became king. Other settlements in the vicinity were the 5 towns of Edom, An, Rimmon, Token, and Ashan, and all the villages around these towns as far as Baalath. These were their settlements, and they kept good family records. Meshubab, Jamlik, Joash, the son of Amaziah, Joel, Jehu, the son of Joshabiah, the son of Seraiah, the son of Asiel, Elionai, Jacobah, Jeshoahiah, Asahiah, Adiel, Jezemiel, Benaniah, and Zizi, the sons of Shufi, the sons of Elah, the sons of Jediah, the sons of Shimri, the sons of Shemaiah. All of these were the leaders in their families. They prospered and increased in number so that they could go as far as Gedor, or Gerar, to the east of the valley looking for pasture for their flocks. And they found it. Lush pasture, lots of elbow room, peaceful and quiet. Some Hamites had lived there in former times, but the men in these family trees came when Hezekiah was king of Judah and attacked the Hamites, tearing down their tents and houses. There was nothing left of them, as you can see today. Then they moved in and took over because of the great pasture land. 500 of these Simeonites went on and invaded the hill country of Seir, led by Pelatiah, Neriah, Raphiah, and Uziel, the sons of Ishi. They killed all the escaped Amalekites who were still around, and they still live there.